everyone, and welcome to a super edition of our Pardon Our Picks, where perfection is a work in progress. I'm your host, Sam. Alongside me is the Super Bowl winning team. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm actually here at the start of the video. It's weird.
Yay!
How many weeks did I miss or coming late?
Same.
You?
I think this is the first season where I have not missed an entire video. So I'm gonna put a little feather in my cap for being Mr. What's the word? Mr. Reliable.
Reliable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Dependable.
Between parenting stuff, sick stuff, coaching stuff, yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah. I feel it, guys.
Ditto.
I feel it. Absolutely.
And you all waited late to do this for me, so I can
We
be
gotta
a
go
part
out
of
with
this.
the whole crew, man. Last
That's right.
video of the year, we gotta get everyone back together.
There you go.
We appreciate the 2 people who have joined simply because they waited for us to get to this video. 3 people now. Really
All right.
appreciate you
Well,
all.
You're the last
Oh,
second.
can we get to 5? Can we get to 5?
I listen to other podcasts, and they're like, "Oh, we're getting to 130. We're getting to 400." And we're like, "Can we get to mid-single digits?"
That's right. That's right. Because it's not about quantity; it's about quality for us. And all 3
And
of
we're
ours are
low
very
on that
quality
too.
people.
I mean, last time we had some pretty good. I don't remember who it was, but remember there was some comments.
Someone we don't know commenting.
Yeah, and it was.
Was it
whatever
Bills
was
fan?
actually pretty good. We were like, "Who hurt you?"
Probably.
Oh no, we knew. We were like, "Oh, they're a Bills fan." Right
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Just from what they were saying, but that's okay because we accept everyone. Almost. So, we are, of course, brought to you by Aardvark Concepts Incorporated. More than just a sign shop. Check them out in Westminster for all your sign and decal needs. Now, mind you, for anybody that doesn't live in Maryland, that is in Maryland, Westminster, Maryland. I don't care where you guys are from.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Yeah.
Westminster.
And, of course, in Too Deep of Maryland. Check them out at their next show, February 28th. Fishhead Cantina and Sushi Bar. It'll be a good show. And good sushi. They got pretty good sushi over there.
They do, surprisingly.
Yeah,
And good cheesesteaks.
this is true. Buffalo chicken wraps. Oh, yeah, now I'm hungry again. Thanks, guys.
I'm not. I'm full from Red Robin, and I haven't been where you guys were talking about. So
I have food sitting in the other room, so I would like to eat it. I got a little bit in front of me too. Just want a little bite.
Oh, snap. Look at you go, girl. Anyway, season is ending. Last game of the year because we don't really count the Pro Bowl, so that whole
the what?
Pro Bowl.
The what?
Yeah, that's right. Quite frankly, back in the day, I liked the skill challenges that they did with the with the quarterbacks and all that, but it's not the same at all. So, you know what? Let's just move into it. Let's get to our breaking news. Quite frankly, for a lot of people, it's pretty big breaking news and things. Something that most people didn't think were going to happen. Boom! Belichick and Robert Kraft, neither of them made the Hall of Fame this year. Both were on the ballot. There's been some discussion as to whether it's because of all of the, scandals that they've been through. 1 or 2 writers actually brought up that maybe it was because of other people being more deserving. I want to get you guys' take on that.
Brady?
All right, yeah. It's a crock of crap, is what I'll say. From what I've read, it's one guy who kind of led the charge against Bill Belichick for one, and essentially saying, well, he's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he'll get in next year. And I'm sorry, when he's had his scandals, he's paid his due, the team's paid their fines, he's paid his fines, XYZ. Yes, they did cheat. But he still won like 385 games as an NFL head coach, like the most all time or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Dude is a first ballot Hall of Famer just on that. Like,
Here's the thing though. You go into other sports and you get other versions of cheating, like doping or performance enhancing drugs, steroids, whatever. And those people don't get inducted because of that version of cheating. So this version of cheating may be different, but it's still cheating. And it negated all of their careers as well. They could have been good without it.
I totally get that, but my thing is you can't go in and say, like, let's just take Spygate, for example, where the Patriots filmed practices and got game tape on formations and plays and all that stuff. That wasn't the day of. So they weren't able to look at a formation in real time, sure, it was against the Jets, I think. You're going to beat the Jets because the Jets have been historically bad since I've been around. It's a much different thing than saying, I'm going to take an anabolic steroid, inject it into my veins, add it to my already basically superhuman ability to see a grain of rice coming at me at 95 miles an hour and put the ball and hit it out, and I'm going to hit 700 home runs. Like that, it's not like he was unable to hit home runs. We're talking about Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sosa, Miguel Tejada, whoever you want to talk about. They still had the ability to do that.
See, that's a bit of a misnomer because you say the Jets, and they could have beat the Jets. But this is during the years that the Jets actually went to the AFC Championship game. Mm-hmm. So they weren't a bad team. They had Rex Ryan as the head coach. They were taping those guys, not the guys you see today.
I'm not condoning the cheating. I'm just saying if the intention is just so he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, that is some high school level petty BS. Because we all know he's going in.
I think it's paying his dues. You know what? It wouldn't even be a conversation if they hadn't done something they knew was wrong.
So let me ask you this then, because it's the same vein. Is Tom Brady a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Currently, yes.
But so he is complicit in Deflategate. So why is he a first ballot Hall of Famer and Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft not?
Is he in the position of making those calls?
He's the one that wants the balls a little bit more deflated. And when you have your all-pro, all-caliber best quarterback in the league telling you to do something.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that an actual, organized crime type of thing. That's a preference of a quarterback telling...
You're taking air out of the football where it is a regulated amount of PSI that needs to be in the ball. And he's asking them to remove this, therefore cheating and getting an upper hand. So then is Tom Brady not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
I don't know if they're quite the same, but...
There is a weird line here that Tom Brady's thing was an enhancement to himself, whereas Bill Belichick's thing was an enhancement to the team against another team by doing it against another team. He was able to figure out what the other team was doing. Now, mind you, this did happen to the Ravens at one point. Mm-hmm. This was an issue for the Ravens on their way to the Super Bowl the first time, where the Tennessee Titans had their play. They knew what plays they were going to play, but they didn't get in trouble.
Didn't they still lose, though? Yeah.
They did still lose. So, but it was because you still couldn't beat the defense. But still, with the way that went. Yeah.
I'm just letting all the cycles go around.
I'm just saying, the Deflategate and Spygate, both cheating. But if you're going to hold one person to a higher standard because of the head coach, and you have the other person here argued as the greatest of all time, so now you're saying Tom Brady is not because if it's an individual leg up, that's the same thing as Barry Bonds taking steroids.
No, you're saying one crime is equal to another. Like murder is equal to shoplifting. It is not. Those are not equal.
But
it's a way over conflagration of things.
Listen. You're both comparing the wrong people in this scenario. It's not Barry Bonds to a Ken Griffey Jr. It's a Barry Bonds to a Pete Rose. Pete Rose, as a coach, cheated. He was a contributor, not a player. Barry Bonds, as a player, cheated. Now, mind you, Barry Bonds was pretty bad in the way his was, but that's the difference. Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he will be now that he's dead. But
Now that he's dead, they've allowed it. However,
seriously,
that's
a thing.
the Black Sox from 1911 were barred from the Hall of Fame until very, very recently because of what they did. That was a much bigger scandal on par with Pete Rose. But with Tom Brady, yes, he should be penalized for the cheating. However, the rest of his accomplishments are still held in higher regard because he's a player and not a contributor.
I agree.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Brady?
I'm still in the camp. Like the players need to be great in order to win, but the coach also needs to be able to put those great players in those positions to win and call the right plays and hire the right personnel and things like that. Like it's not just okay, I have Tom Brady, I can do whatever I want type thing. Like he still has to staff a defense. He still has to get all this stuff. The thing is, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Keeping him out like this when he has already paid fines and things like that, I think is just really petty. And I think it's a personal issue between Belichick and the guy I can't think of his name of, but
Bill Polian?
yes.
He voted for them.
No, it might not be Bill Polian then. Hold on.
Because Bill Polian had to go back and check. He said he argued. He did mention that about the scandal, but he still voted for him.
Let's see.
All right. Well, I think the result of this argument is that we all disagree and Brady's wrong.
That's okay. Tarek, I'm sure you're just happy that they didn't make
Yeah.
it.
Bill Polian was identified as a vocal opponent during deliberations for Bill Belichick, reportedly arguing for a delay in his induction.
And yet he still voted for him.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're there and you bring up these things to try and change people's minds, if you were just going to vote for him right away, then why even bring up those things? But we're already 13 minutes into this, and I could keep going for another half hour.
The way the Hall of Fame induction goes, they all sit around and they extol both virtues and pros and cons of each and every person going in. Unless, of course, it's somebody like a Peyton Manning, where they'll just be like, Peyton Manning, and then they'll sit back down because everybody knows they're going to vote for him. However, for somebody who is controversial, they're going to bring these things up, whether it's good or bad. So you can't really say that so much because it's going to be brought up no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Petty. It's petty.
Sure, probably petty from whoever didn't vote for him, but you know what?
He's going to be a second ballot Hall of Famer, and everyone knows that.
He might not, and it's more because players may be more deserving of getting in right now.
He will be. Next year, he's going to get in, and then you're going to have the people like the Marshall Yondas and the Terrell Suggs who missed out on it this year, who are also going to get in as third ballot. So next year is going to be a cleanup year. Watch.
Yeah, maybe. But speaking of cleaning up, let's take a look at our standings.
Yeah, let's do that.
Year. Jeez.
Woo!
Yes,
Oh my
hasn't-
God, 12-0.
He hasn't
Woo, girl.
missed on a single pick in the playoffs.
I thought the playoffs were separate. Oh, you do have them separated. Okay.
No,
it would help if I'm
12
actually
games all
here
year.
on videos to know what's going on.
It's only been 12 games all year, Tarek. Don't you worry about it. It's okay. But Tarek, firmly in the second place spot, cannot be passed. These are going to be your final standings.
Compensate? There's a term for, like, basically someone's given the win automatically, so basically the second place is like the honorary first place or whatever. That's how I feel. That's how I feel with this. I'm
You know, that's how
honorary
you
first
should feel.
place.
Yeah,
Because
you earned it.
Jess is
Tarek.
playing her own game, and then I beat you two.
Yeah,
I
she's
can see
playing
Barbie
chess.
this and
We're
be like,
playing
Tarek is the
checkers,
winner.
and we're having
Oh, so
more
sorry.
fun.
What, Brady?
I said she's playing chess. We're playing checkers, but we're having more fun.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's pretty fun to win.
I'm sure it is.
Just saying.
That's that's that glibness that our family has.
Mm.
Yeah. All right.
Feels good.
let's see where we've been as far as the playoffs been. Of course, New England beating up on a backup quarterback, barely beating up on a backup quarterback in the snow of Denver. And Seattle absolutely running away with it. I mean, they're just... It's been an interesting playoffs. And I think-
I was literally just talking to my son at dinner because we had they had preview games on the TV behind us at the restaurant, and he's like, "I thought the Broncos were gonna go." I was like, "Yeah, well, the problem is between Bo Nix dancing too enthusiastically in the locker room and snapping his ankle, and then controversial calls. Like if they had made it the 4th and 1 and converted it over, then Sean Payton, everyone would be lauded. Now everyone's like, "Oh, what the heck were you thinking?" And then everything just kind of never caught back up from that game.
Yeah.
And now
All right,
we're
let's-
stuck. Now we're stuck. The 1 year in how many years we don't have the Chiefs, and we have the bleep Patriots back in the stupid Super Bowl. Can we have anybody else besides the Patriots and the Chiefs?
No.
I would have been happy with the Buffalo, Jacksonville.
We all know Brady
Chargers,
is his
Houston.
secret Patriot stan.
Oh,
Like,
please. Oh, boy. I've already gabbed for 15 minutes.
they have the glib, I just have the poke, the antagonistic poke.
This, of course, our Super Bowl matchup. Let's run through it one at a time.
I don't want to.
Let's start at the top. Jessica, who you got?
Well, it's mostly just a hope, but I am definitely picking Seattle here. I do think Seattle is the better team. I like the coaching staff for the Patriots, but overall, I think like the level of experience in Seattle and their defense. I just love their defense.
Number 2, Tarek.
All right. I'm doing the same thing. I'm going with Seattle. I was going to do them anyway because, like I just said, I'm not happy the Patriots are here. They can go pound sand and go away, and I don't care.
Agreed, Nate.
So, Yahoo's got them 72 to 22%. Just said they got a better defense. I think they look a little better. I think they've slowly earned their way. I have nothing against Drake May yet. The problems I had with Tom Brady and that whole thing. But, yeah, I'm just going with the Seahawks on this. I don't want Patriots to get another ring.
Brady.
Go ahead, Brady. I'm
I'm
gonna
going
burst.
with Seattle for all that my colleagues have said. But what I will say is what I'm concerned about is there is a lot of money currently on Seattle to win. And we all know the NFL is a for-profit organization. So
To
I
sell
would
food,
not-
right?
What's that?
To sell food, right?
Yeah, to
That's
sell
right.
food.
That's why the Eagles won the Super Bowl. The sell
Oh my God.
wins.
But so that makes me a little concerned. But I do think, like Jess said, I think Seattle is on paper absolutely better team. Jackson Smith and Jigba just won Offensive Player of the Year, and he absolutely deserved that.
Yeah.
He's such a good wide receiver, and Sam Darnold being the first quarterback out of the 2018 draft to make the Super Bowl that nobody saw coming. I love to see like a guy that was essentially on the death throes of his career, and now has the potential to be a Super Bowl champion. I love that.
He's the one that worries me though. On that
Yeah,
team, he's the
Darnold?
one that worries me. Yeah, he's the one that I
does.
feel like in big games he does make mistakes.
The
Lately,
only
he's
thing
been
that really concerns me about him is not having Charbonnet. He tore his ACL 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. So they're going to be relying on Kenneth Walker for the run game, and I'm just not sure he's going to be a 3-down back for them. So we'll see. But I'm hopeful that Seattle can do this, and I think Darnold really shows up in this game.
Well, first before Sam, is there any update on that safety that was injured in practice?
It's a good
For Seattle?
question.
Yeah.
It was like a couple days ago, I think.
Oh, Adam Schefter, ring.
Uh oh.
But in the meantime, I see this going the way of a former Seattle Super Bowl where they played the Denver Broncos. I feel like they're going to go up big. The defense is going
Don't bring
to
up
be
that
the
game.
They're going to be absolutely all over them. They may even cause Peyton Manning just to come out of retirement to get another safety.
So you think that Mike Vrabel's gonna have them like throwing it all over the place and stuff, and like the Seattle defense is gonna take away?
I think Seattle's defense is absolutely going to be all over him. They know.
Oh, you're not
when to
talking
throw
about
the
like pick sixes or anything.
Not so much, but but like they did last week, like Denver did to them. 2 weeks ago, they held them. They barely got down the field. They could barely get anywhere.
Yeah.
And Seattle's defense is better.
Yeah.
Than Denver's defense. The thing is, Sam Darnold in the past, the reason why he was so bad, other than in Minnesota, he had like one guy to throw to. For the Jets, he had nobody.
He was a full participant on Friday and expected to go full board tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. When he was in New York, he was seeing ghosts. He was probably seeing everybody coming after him because there was nobody blocking for him. There was nowhere to get the ball to. There was nothing for him to do on offense except get hit and throw balls away.
And get mononucleosis.
Sure.
He missed a couple of games because he got mono when he was in New York.
Yeah, I definitely don't judge Sam Darnold on any of his seasons other than this one, to be honest. I think he's got a solid team around him. He has made some terrible throws.
I tell you what, the score of this game is going to be almost exactly the same score as the Ravens against the Giants.
You think it's going to be that lopsided?
34-7.
I could get on board with that, yeah.
I was thinking more Ravens 49ers, where it's going to be like 35-32, something like super close. Like, just because, like, let's say all of the things that we're talking about are true, New England's defense is really good, and they have a really good run game. So, and I think that's going to be the Patriots' way to, stay in this game, is to keep Seattle's offense off the field. And when they need to throw the ball, they still have Stephon Diggs out there, who is no slouch. So I think it's going to be a very close game, but I think it's going to be like one of the final drive. Just there's not enough gas in the tank for New England.
I don't see it as optimistically for New England as you. Their defense is good, not great. Their defense is better than average, but I'd say they might be 10th overall in the league. Seattle's offense is top 5. Even without Charbonnet, they're going to be top 5. And quite frankly, their running game isn't going to matter. You see some of the people they go up against, and they completely shut them down. Christian McCaffrey, absolutely shut down. Nothing. That was their offense. Drake May, he could probably throw it to Stephon Diggs, but they're going to get wise to it, and they're going to eventually just completely bottle him up. He's got nobody else to throw it to. Booty isn't enough.
The difference, though, when you're talking about bottling up Christian McCaffrey and that being the entire 49ers offense, it's because they were on like fifth and sixth string wide receivers when they played. So it's, it wasn't the 49ers at full board. New England's a pretty healthy team. So it's going to be their best versus their best. So I think it's going to be a lot closer just because, Vrabel's an insanely good head coach, and he's played in these games before. So I think he knows and I think that's going to be a big X factor, is Vrabel's experience in the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl.
So has the coach for the Seattle Seahawks, though. Been in the
Sure, I'm not denying that, but I'm saying there's a big difference in being a player and being a coach. So
really, because you seem to think they were the exact same thing a few minutes ago.
No. I was arguing for Jess, saying, "Oh no, it's fine for keep him out, but also not for it's okay to let Tom Brady in when he cheated too." So, cheaters never prosper, according to Jess, unless you're Tom
Yes.
Brady.
Yeah.
Unless you're Tom Brady, you're fine to do whatever you want. Have your avocado toast and deflate your balls. You can
Murder,
get in the Hall of Fame
shoplifting.
when you want.
Oh, man. All right. Let's move on. Can't see it.
There we go. So like, where'd it go? I saw it. I see it down the bottom. All right. Thank you guys so much for a very fun season. We appreciate it. We had a lot of fun doing this. If you like it and want to see more and everything, click like, click subscribe so you see our videos coming out in 6 or so months. This is the last video of the season. We got nothing else going on.
I will be doing some shorts. I'm going to be doing a series of draft shorts. I'm going to be going through each pick, 1 through 32. The best come out for each spot.
There you go.
Of
So
all time.
Yes,
Also, Jamarcus Russell is going to be first.
I might do a second series of the worst.
it's going to be, what's his name? Oh, I bring him up all the damn time. Ryan
Ryan
Leaf. It's going to be Ryan Leaf as number 1.
Hey, didn't that guy die in like a riptide?
Right.
No, he's still alive.
No, he's in jail.
Who was the Mallet? Wasn't it Mallet?
Oh. What?
One
Yeah,
of
he
these-
might have died.
One of these backup quarterbacks just died like a year ago in a riptide in like Destin, Florida.
No, Leaf was never a backup.
Anyway,
Yes, Ryan Mallett is what you're thinking of,
Right.
Jess. So,
All right, there we go. Everybody learned something today. Not bad for a Saturday night.
Six.
Oh, we got up to 6. We got up to 6.
yeah,
Woo!
Nate, we should ask
Exciting.
that guy Nate if who
Yeah,
what
he's
he
my-
thought. Well, he said Seahawks, but like who he thought the big playmakers were gonna be.
Yeah, I can ask him, but yeah, he's my
Oh,
friend
break
from
down the
grade
fight.
school.
Oh,
He's
cool.
another North County alum.
Mhm.
Oh,
But anyway, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Click like, click subscribe. I'll put the link to Brady's book in there. Forgot to put it in this description. Maybe next year he'll cut his hair. Well, it seems to be the prize at the end of every year. Eventually, we'll make him cut it. But thank you guys so much for a good season, for some fun. We appreciate it, and we'll see you in the fall. I'm Tarek.
I'm Jess.
Football Jester.
And I'm Sam. And you guys have a great Super Bowl weekend. This is why they showed up. Good damn.